Welcome back to the Pig Trail Show. We have Otis Kirk, our Arkansas football recruiting insider, with us on the show. But we also have another very special guest, 2024 defensive lineman Charlie Collins from Little Rock. He plays over at Mills High School over there. He's joining us on the show today. Charlie, you obviously have a lot of people interested in you. I've seen offers from Alabama, Georgia, Ole Miss, and obviously, of course, Arkansas as well. When did Arkansas start recruiting you among the mix of all those guys?
Uh, Among the midst of all my Power Five schools, Arkansas was the first. Uh, it all started. I had got an invitation to come down to their spring game. I can't think about what month it was, but back early parts of the summer. I mean, it was before summer started. We were still in school, but I had got invited to come down for a spring game. I watched the game, watched the workout, got a chance to meet Coach Adams. And then once everything was all said and done, I got a little message saying Coach Pittman wanted to meet me in his office, and just went from there.
What do you think of Coach Pittman and Coach Adams? How has the recruiting process been like for you?
They've been like family. We call and chop it up. I actually told him I'd call him once we finish with this. But it's just a family environment. It's not always only about football. We chop it up, talk about everything. They'll call me before games or motivation and things that to look out for, things to work out on. Just small things.
Hey, Charlie, this has been a good move for you to Mills, man. I mean, at least on the field, you guys are 3-0. You've got Watson Chapel this Friday. Talk about how the season's going. I know in 2 games you had 17 tackles. I don't think the coach has updated the third one on what I go by, but you had 17 tackles in the first 2 games. Just talk about how the season's going for you, 3-0, man.
It feels good being 3-0, but we don't keep up with 3-0. We got a saying, we got a little motto. It's called 1-0.
Yeah.
The past game was the past game. We focus on later on our next game coming up. So if you was to come to our practice ask us now, we 0-0 right now, trying to get 1-0. But yeah, it was a great move for me. One of the moving transferring to Mills was one of the best decisions I've made in a while. But being 3-0, my guys, it's good seeing my seniors hyped up. They want to go out with a bang, and my main focus and the team main focus is to help those guys achieve the end goal that they want.
When I talked to you at first, you didn't have very many offers, not the ones like you've got now. When it comes down to making a decision, and I know you're just a junior, I get that, but what are going to be some of the factors in a decision for you? Because you told me once you don't want to go real far away from home. Is that still the case? And also, what will be some of the key factors?
Um, like I told you, I'm a little mama's boy, but being far away or staying close to home and being far away is don't really play a factor. I feel as if I'm a land wherever God sets his sights for me to be. But thing I look into look from programs, the people. Money is materialistic. Anybody can go buy a good facility or pay this person to do that, pay this person to do this. But it's basically the people. Because the school I commit to, I'll probably be spending the next 3-4 years of my life there. So, I want to be surrounded by people that has my best interest in mind at all times. It won't be shady going around behind the scenes or nothing like that.
Drew Sanders was just named the Walker Camp National Player of the Week this week. Arkansas is 2-0. What are your thoughts on their season so far? And then the defensive play, like he played outstanding yesterday. Bumper Pool's been outstanding. They've had some good play. Just talk about a Razorback getting the National Player of the Week, and then also just your thoughts on Arkansas season so far, man.
Arkansas came out booming. I was in town. I was up in Fayetteville for their season opener against Cincinnati. It was a nice game. A good season opener. It was a little slow.
Right.
That's just first game of the season jitters.
You've made some friendships with other players in the state at other schools. I know the defensive lineman at Bryant, and you are pretty close. I talked to him too. Just how are those friendships going, and just what does that mean? You're trying to beat these other teams, but you're also you be friends with them too, some of the guys individually.
Yeah, you talking about TJ Lindsey down there,
Yeah.
Brian. Yeah, that's my guy. But I throughout my recruiting process, I built a few relationships with different players. Walker White down there, Little Rock Christian quarterback.
Yeah.
Braylon Russell, the running back at
Yep.
Ben. So I was actually with Walker yesterday at Ole Miss. We both was at Ole Miss yesterday. Braylon was supposed to
Okay.
join us, but he had ran into an issue. But it's fun. We all still kids at heart. Just chasing after the same dream. We got a lot in common. We can sit down on the phone, talk football because we all understand football. But it's good being able to surround yourself with people who has a common end goal as you.
Well, I'll tell you what, you just named 4 players counting yourself. And I know you won't say that about yourself, but I'm going to tell you, that was 4 great players you just named. I mean, 4 counting yourself, man. That's some talent right there. And if Arkansas can keep you guys at home, that's a great start for that class, because that's a lot of talent you just named.
Yeah, Charlie, you cut out a little bit on when Otis asked you about Arkansas's defense this year. What were your thoughts from seeing that Cincinnati game? What were your thoughts on the atmosphere as well? Because that was a pretty big, crazy atmosphere at Razorback Stadium. What was it like being there in the crowd and seeing that defense for yourself?
That was only my second Razorback game I've ever been to, and they C station. The atmosphere is crazy. Like from tailgate to in-game stands, from the chants to the look. I'm saying it was later on that night. I'm in McDonald's. I forgot I had my lanyard on. People is, oh, can I take a picture? Oh, what? You're like, fans in Fayetteville is crazy. I love it. And with Arkansas system, guys like Bumper Pool and their defensive line, it fit them perfectly for their play style. They're able to go sideline to sideline, everybody flying around making plays. You never see nobody walking to a tackle. They got an all-11 mindset. It's one of the reasons Arkansas will be one of the better teams in the upcoming years. With Coach Pittman there, Coach Deke Adams, they're changing the culture and the mindset up there at the Hill. And you can definitely see it in the way the guys are playing and the way they react in the classroom too. So.
Obviously, it was a big deal for you to get offers from all of these incredible SEC programs and Power 5 schools. But when you got that initial offer from Arkansas, what was your initial reaction to being, someone from the state of Arkansas?
I was in shock. It was being all honest. I wasn't expecting it at all. It was right after the scrimmage game. And I think one of the recruiters had took me in the office. I sat down talking to Coach Deke Adams, and I was facing this way, and the door was behind me. So Coach Pittman, kind of like snuck in through the door. I ain't even know he was in the room. So then my mom, she was happy. I had my mom with me and her boyfriend. So everybody was just smiling. My mom couldn't stop cheating. She hugging me, holding me, and all that. So it was good.
For you to hear, that Arkansas is a program on the rise, and for you as a player, a football player in the state of Arkansas, what does that mean to you to see people take Arkansas very seriously when it comes to football?
It's a great feeling, because not only does it open doors for, me and other guys that want to make it to the next level past college, it also open doors for, other kids and great athletes that I know around the state. Arkansas on the rise, they get the exposure now and eye recognition that they deserve. So, it's a great feeling.
Perfect. Otis, did you have anything to wrap us up with?
The only thing I want to say is I just want to thank Charlie. Thank Charlie for taking time to join us today, because I know he's got a million other things he could be doing. And I just want him to know I truly appreciate it. I really do.
Yes, sir. No problem, man.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate your time today, Charlie. And thank you so much for joining us on the show. We'll have much more Pig Trail coming up after the break. Stay with us.